G'day Phantom fans. This video I'm going to talk about some of the different places you can pick up items for your Phantom collection. Plethora of different options. Some good, some... they're all good. Some better than others. All depends on the risk you want to take, time you have, money you have as well. So, first one is going direct to the source of the makers. So you've got your Frew, where you can pick up some of your trade paperbacks and graphic novels. You can go to direct to Moonstone. This is the KGB Noir, the Hammer hardcover they released recently. Advantage is that you're getting brand new stock. It's coming direct from the source. You know it's going to be licensed, hopefully. All well and good. It's coming from, if you're in Australia, buying from Frew, that's great. Their postage is pretty much cost. They're not making money on that. They've got a great selection of their own items. Sometimes they on-sell other people's products. If you're buying from somewhere like your Moonstone, Hermes, currency is your first killer there. Dollars in the middle of October 2022, 62 cents Australian to the US dollar. It's not a great conversion rate, so if you sell a $5 comic, you're already paying $8.50 for that. Then you're either going to get shipped direct to Australia, or like I do, go through a shipping company. That's just adding costs. When I was buying bulk from overseas, on basically a $3 comic, it would cost me $3.50 in postage. Australian, I reckon that would now be $4.50, so you're really adding onto your cost level, and the comics now costing more as well. But again, you're getting brand new stock. The next option there is the biggest trading place of all time, eBay. Best thing about eBay is just the sheer volume of stuff you can find. It's as we all know, ginormous. And if you can go to ebay.com and have a search through that, the American site, getting the American stuff, again, even more things you can find and purchase and buy. Again, same problems like your currency conversion, your shipping. I'm not really buying from eBay USA anymore because of those reasons. eBay Australia, still some great stuff on there. Haven't found too many Phantom bargains lately. Haven't really been looking at the same time. I did get a whole bunch of last Phantoms lately and fitted some holes in the collection there. And that's the example here. Great place to find it. Phantom, the last Phantom alternate cover from number 1 issue. This is the preview of cover number 3, so one of the harder ones to get. Geez, these guys loved an alternate cover. I think the number 1 had about 10 or 12 covers. I think number 12 ended up in 3, but I think of 12 issues, it's probably about 100 issues. So eBay, always great. They've also got if you've got good seller feedback, you're a bit less risky there as well. You can also, speaking of auction sites, you can try your local auction sites or overseas ones. This one was a Cy Barry daily. There's actually 2 of these, there's a sequential day behind it. This has got Uncle Dave and Diana in it. The other one's got Mr. Walker, so no Phantom in this one. Good thing about Heritage, again, they get some cracking stuff, especially for artwork. It's really incredible what they do get hold of. Again, the downside is it ain't cheap to buy from there at times. These pieces actually went for a pretty good price. Shipping again with Heritage and the currency conversion, are absolute killer, so I don't think I'll be getting from there anytime soon. So this is the other one. It's got Mr. Walker, Donor, and this one here is the horrible colour there because they originally started drawing it and the 2 text boxes were actually joined together when they should have been separate bits of text box because 2 different people were talking. So that colour is coming from this little bit of kind of transparency tracing paper has been stuck on and the glue has discoloured it, so kind of some way detracts from the piece, but I do like it because you can actually see that the artist there, not sure I'm saying that was Mr. Barry himself, made a bit of an error and went to fix it. So when that will look fantastic. Fine, was brand new. That glue is not aged well. The Heritage as well, you know you're going to get a quality product. The shipping is expensive, but geez, it comes too well packed, so no risk there. Other good things about eBay overseas is, again, hard to find items, like I said before. Just put out this one here. Phantom Collector's Card for Comic Images. Took me a long time to find that. Absolutely fantastic. I did get it though. Then with other auctions, you've also got your local auction house. I recently, as another video, bought, I think it was around like 400 Frused Fills and Gaps. Took a risk on this because I didn't get to see. This is one of the things with local auction houses, you don't get many photos. It was, here's a bunch of 600s, here's a bunch of 500s. Well, 2 photos, you're taking a big gamble on the price. So, been away one night with my wife next week, trying not to spend too much money. When I got them, I'm very happy with what I paid for them. I got them actually a really good price. I've kept 60 or 70. I was hoping to keep some more, but I'm very particular about the condition. Some people just go, it's a number, it fills a gap. My theory is I actually then have to go back and buy it. I want to just keep the good copies now. So a few more on sale than I wanted to. Because the reason is you can end up with that. Like, that's number 500. It's spine roll, the spine's split. It's got back cover missing, just a horrendous comic in my view. Someone might want that just to fill a gap, so we list it eventually. That comic though, I would probably just sell for $2, or if someone bought a whole heap, I'd say here, just take it for free, because she's not great. It fills a gap. That's actually way worse than I thought it was. I hadn't really looked at the back cover, that is absolutely horrendous. But some people like it, so that's one of the big risks of bidding online for local auctions, not having that information. So where possible, go and inspect it. Would I have still bought these comics? Probably. I'm not gonna lie to you. But the plus side is, as I mentioned, another video about comics, you can get just absolutely mysteries. This was in a bunch of 100s. We had 8 100s, 4 other comics. Fijian Phantom number 2. This basically, the value of this one, from what I've been told, I'm not selling at this stage, was what I paid for the entire lot of comics. So I'm actually stoked by this. I don't track down overseas comics, especially ones in other languages. Some people want to have one from every country. I've got a Fijian one. Would I have eventually bought one? I don't know, but to get one essentially for nothing as a bonus, that was absolutely fantastic. Other place, of course, you get your Gumtree, same risks. You might not get the photos, a bit of a local, go and inspect it. Gumtree, going to be wearing your scanners. A bit more risk there, but always a bit of fun there, Gumtree. Not much in Tasmania, Phantom-wise, unfortunately. I think more in New South Wales, Victoria, SA, the bigger states, Queensland, especially if you're Sam Allen, seen and track down everything. Last thing is our good friend Facebook Marketplace and Facebook groups. Marketplace, you don't see a great deal of Phantom stuff, don't really look, to be honest, that much. General comic groups, not much Phantom, it's really DC, Marvel, Dark Horse, those kind of ones. Lots of Spider-Man, lots of Batman, the common stuff, X-Men. Not so much for Phantom groups, but worth being in. Best one, Trader Joe's for Phantom Collectibles, run by the wonderful Callum and Luke. Very well run group. They keep the scammers and spammers out. There's a bunch of well-known sellers on there. You get some absolutely cracking stuff. So I got the Phantom Chronicles hardback number 2 from Paul Maloney. A lot of people, the names, you see the same people buying and selling, because I like to buy and sell. I've sold to a lot of the same people, so it's a really good way to build up your trust if you're a seller, and if you're a buyer, you get to know those people selling to you. A good way to actually meet people, and you meet them in real life. I think events like Supernova and the Victorian Phantom Collectors have a catch up. So Trader Joe's is my favourite place to buy and sell. Sometimes the selling can be a bit hit and miss. Some of the stuff that gets listed, you just don't see it anywhere else. There's some of these people have been collecting for years, maybe downsizing their collection, or they might have bought a couple of doubles because they got them from a local comic shop at the time and offselling some doubles or whatever reason, or like me, you might go overboard and buy 450 comics at an auction. Good place to offload it, generally great prices, and a lot of people like me that if you're buying a few things or selling a few things, sometimes you get a good discount for bulk deals as well. I'm always happy to do that when I sell stuff, and I met some great people just through buying and selling as well. So Trader Joe's for Phantom Collectibles on Facebook, great group to follow. They are pretty much my places I like to buy things from. Sure, there's other places like secondhand comic shops, like My Comic Shop and places like that. But whatever you feel safe buying, spend your money your way. But with Phantom stuff, it can be a bit hard to get. So when you track down that item that you really want, I say grab it. Thank you very much.